Real discipline isn't copying someone else's routine. It's finding what keeps you consistent when your motivation fades. Good morning. Time now is 5:10 and I did not want to get out of bed this morning. So for whatever reason, my microphone decided that it just didn't feel like working this morning. So I'm not going to make you sit through all of this. It sucks. And it was basically just me bitching and moaning about having to wake up early and then mentioning something about discipline. So we're going to skip to another part of the video where there's better audio. And welcome back. Time now is 7 o'clock, and that was a really dull session. Seems to be a consistent occurrence these days. I'm quite certain that it's got to do more with the routine and my obsessive desire to do more. I feel like I'm not doing enough, and at the moment I think I just need to be more okay with the idea that not doing something now is actually doing something, and that I'm allowing my body to heal so that I can perform at my peak later. But for now I'm not able to do what I want to do, so I'm feeling frustrated, and it's fine. I just, when I walk, I listen to podcasts, and I enjoy that. But at the same time, as I say, I feel frustrated. Oh well, such is life. So today I do think that discipline is a good topic of conversation, because it's one of those things that I find myself falling back on, the habits that I've developed over time. And there's an element of not wanting to let myself down. Like this morning, when my alarm went off, I hit snooze twice before I got up. And that second time, I considered not even hitting it and just going straight back to sleep. Well, turning off the alarm and going back to sleep. I was like, no, I'll take a rest day. But I know from past experiences that the most difficult part is just getting up and getting dressed. Once I'm dressed, I'm sort of awake by that point, and then it doesn't really matter. Then I'm happy to get in the car, happy to drive here, happy to do my session. So it's just that initial push to get up and get out of bed. If I can get through that, and it's amazing how much effort that takes sometimes. It's taken me a long time to build that strength and this habit of coming to the gym most days of the week, 4 or 5 times a week. I would come 6 days a week if I could, but I have obligations and commitments that require me to sacrifice 1, sometimes 2 days a week, and that's fine. It's just for now. Discipline is a huge topic, and it's different for everybody. So I think I'm going to leave it here, and we will pick up with this in the office. Welcome back to the office. My sanctuary, my home, inside my home. Anyway, let's get back to talking about discipline. I've said it already, but I think it needs to be said again. Discipline looks different for everyone. Some people, they thrive on early morning workouts. Other people are better off squeezing in a walk during their lunch breaks or after work. The key is finding your own habits and strategies that keep you on track, no matter how hectic your life gets. All of these fad diets and fit-fluencers promise fast results, but they rarely factor in your personal lifestyle, your preferences, or the daily challenges that you face. Yes, we all have 24 hours in a day, but they're definitely not the same 24 hours. The 20-year-old influencer telling the 40-something-year-old father of 2 that he's not optimizing his time correctly has literally no idea what they have no idea what they're talking about. The point of this little rant is that they have no experience to draw from. And that is not the kind of stuff you can learn without experience, much like most of the worthwhile stuff. Anyway, I clearly feel a little bit more strongly about that than I realized. The point I'm laboriously trying to get to is that real discipline isn't copying someone else's routine. It's finding what keeps you consistent when your motivation fades. So let's try to get back on track. Take the example of this guy, Chris. He tried every trending diet from juice cleanses to extreme carb cutting. He was hoping one would finally stick and give him the results that he wanted. But each plan felt like a mission for him, like a chore, and he couldn't maintain them once his initial burst of enthusiasm wore off. When he realized that discipline isn't about following someone else's roadmap, things changed for the better. He switched to simpler strategies that were specific to him and his lifestyle and his preferences. And what he started doing was he prepped healthy lunches the night before. He scheduled 20-minute workouts 3 times a week during his lunch breaks. He walked on the treadmill while watching his favorite Netflix shows, and he set a small daily goal of 5 minutes of stretching after he woke up every day. Now these steps fit his schedule and his needs, and suddenly staying disciplined wasn't a torturous experience. It was actually doable, and it was sustainable. He lost weight gradually, but more importantly, he kept it off. And now it looks like we've reached the part of the video where I tell you 3 things you can do to be more like Chris. So, firstly, customize your approach. Don't force a 5 a.m. gym session if you're a night owl. Choose habits that align with your natural rhythm, and don't choose things that are going to be overly challenging or massively out of character for you. You can do difficult things, but build up to them. You can become a person that wakes up for gym at 4 a.m., but maybe don't start with that. Build up to it gradually. Secondly, focus on consistency over perfection. Discipline is built by showing up again and again, even if it's just a short walk or a 10-minute bodyweight routine. And also remember, the consistency also looks different for everyone. Your consistency definitely looks different to mine, and mine looks different to the next guy. It's not a competition. Find your own balance for consistency. And thirdly, track mini wins. Celebrate small milestones. This could be things like walking 3 days in a row, or sticking to your macro goals for a week, or just getting yourself to do 2 workouts this week if you only managed 1 last week. These boosts will help reinforce the habits that help to create that long-term success we're all looking for. The caveat is that these should be non-food related rewards and celebrations. Don't go and celebrate with an entire birthday cake because you did 3 10-minute walks this week. And that's it. No mess, no fuss. Look, true discipline adapts to who you are, helping you stay consistent long after short-term hype dies down. When you focus on building a discipline that really fits your lifestyle, you'll find that no crazy trendy fad diet or fancy quick fix workout can compete with the real lasting progress that you create on your own terms. So go out there and get yourself some balance. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.